Alright, so I'm very excited because right now I'm about to mine the last piece of obsidian I will need for Goldo. So let me log in, and I've also got some other updates to show off. But I don't know if you can see it because the little logo from Hypercam might block it. But I am at 31 blocks of obsidian. I need 32, so I'll go down and get the last one. This is a new feature going down. After watching a video about water, I learned you can do this and not have to worry about falls. Where is it? Oh, if you put a sign and then put water above it, the water won't fall down and it breaks your fall speed, so you don't have to worry about dying. Alright, so let's head into the cave. Hopefully, I'm going to try splicing in the before video of this particular obsidian mine. Because I didn't end up needing all of the obsidian, but I used a lot of it. So you can see how much I dug out. Alrighty. So we hop out of here. But this is going to be where I'm going to work next. Up here, I'm going to go around and just, I don't know, keep a mental picture of this because this will all probably be gone by the time I'm done. Back here. Oh, I think there's coal or something down that way. Around here. And we're back at the start. But when we hop over, you can see I dug down about 2 solid layers throughout all of this. I'll do a little tour around, and as I mined, sometimes you would find little tubes of lava, and so I would follow those back. So this got dug down. I don't know. Oh, this is just a random tunnel. So that got dug out a little bit. Let's see. Alright, so there's the starting point. Go around here. This was another little chunk that I discovered. This was all pretty much lava. And I didn't dig down any further than that. There's some more. There's the opening again. And again, this is probably about a layer or two deep of lava. Alright, so let's get the show on the road. Let's get this last piece of obsidian. I can't express how happy that makes me right now. But now we'll go head up and put it back on the Goldo statue. And you can see some of the nifty new features of that on the way. I still can't believe how much of that I dug in. Again, lava was up to about there. And I dug all that out. That's a lot of obsidian. It's going to take a while, but I think for the final show-off video, when the statue's finally completely done, I'm going to try and add up how many blocks of different materials I used. So, you know, X number of obsidian, however many of white wool, and all that stuff. Because I think it's going to be pretty nuts. I should go grab a clock. I don't know why, but lately the mobs have been really, really aggressive and numerous. Um, I've gone out and seen clusters of like 5 or 6 creepers at a time, you know, a dozen zombies. And for some reason, spiders are very, very aggressive now. And they'll actively chase me, and they're just very, just aggressive, I guess is the best word. So I don't like to do things at night anymore. I guess I'll go this way. Oh no, I'll do it this way. See, there's a creeper. And another one. I'll go back and get a nice shot of the statue for you. Now the eyes are something I'm working on. You'll see when we get up there, but the plan is to have them uh, so that you can walk in the eye itself, um, and it'll have these walls behind them that are white, surrounded by torches. So at night the eyes will glow and they'll still be white, and you can actually go in them. So I'll show you that. I can't get over how huge this thing is. Here, we'll do the uber close-up shot, and just for scale. Oh. Anyway, let's get this obsidian out of my inventory. This is my fancy new entrance. Those are oh, where's my mouse? Those are gold blocks. In one of the mines I got really lucky and got a lot of gold, which is how I was able to make this thing. And I got tired of ladders, so I decided to make I guess you'd call it an elevator of rails. And I was able to do that because I found enough gold to make these powered rails. And if you notice, I also have glass ceiling so you can see all the way up. But yeah, this way, it's slower than a ladder, but if you go in, you can just hit a button and not have to push anything. Like I can let go of the keyboard now, which is kind of nice, because ladders you have to hold down a button, and it just gets annoying after a while. Something I want to do is go through and take all these redstone torches and try and put them underneath the blocks, so that the screen doesn't keep flashing as you go up. And this is a little stop in case you need to go in the arm. I think at that end of the arm I'll put a portal to the nether. But in the meantime, we'll keep going. And this is Goldo's head. Oh, and the minecart, I've set it up to go back down because I've got another one of those water pits going down here. Alright, so this is the interior of Goldo's head. If you notice, I've tried, I can't do it all the way, but I've tried to not touch the original spawn tower at all. The reason I can't do it all the way is because the eye ended up having to touch it for logistical reasons. And there's the back of one eye, there's the other, and we'll go up and check him out. His mouth is going to be set up to spit out arrows. I've set this end of the circuit up, and I just need to connect it up there. And you'll notice this little control center is made out of moss cobblestone, which I found because I decided to use the rare materials I had. So this is what I like to call the emotional control center. I've got a fury button, which when you hit that, it'll connect over, in theory, and shoot arrows out of his mouth. The sorrow button is the button that makes him cry, and I'll show that to you in a second. This is the main circuit for the crying function. It's a rail cart that goes around automatically with these detector rails, and those set off pistons that push and pull a particular block of wool. And in each eye, if I go in here, there's a block of water behind the pupil. And this is the block that gets pushed back and forth. So as it comes back, the water can go out and it looks like he's crying. And since it goes back and forth, the water comes out in pulses and it looks like tears. And this is one of the eyes I was talking about where there are torches lining it. The backing is white wool, so that at night it glows white. I'm having some lag issues because of the recording program running at the same time. And here, I'll show you this eye too. This is one of the larger side eyes, which is still in progress since I still have to finish the top of the head. And it's just the same basic thing going on over here too. Now, the way the crying works is this circuit is always going. There's always a pulse of energy going to each one. But I've set it up so that there's a lever that is sort of a master switch. So when the lever's on, both the pistons are pushed forward and no water can come out no matter what this circuit does. But if I go and pull the lever, it turns it off. The pistons are going back and forth. So that's what it looks like there. And I'll just jump down. I've made a little door out to the arm. And there we have a crying Goldo. I don't know why, but that just seems so ridiculous. And the water, when it goes down, it doesn't really touch anything. So I was thinking about making like a pool to collect it, but since it doesn't touch anything, I didn't really have to worry about it. Oh, there's no need to be sad, Goldo. Head back in. Damn it. These things are always tricky. Alright, so let's flick that again. And again, you'll notice now that these are on, both pistons are pushed forward, and he's no longer crying. Alright, so let's go up and place this obsidian. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess I put glass here when I wasn't supposed to. Thankfully, this one has this pickaxe has silk touch, so I get the glass back. It doesn't break. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, so we are officially done with Obsidian. Alright, so this is what the head looks like from above. The top of the head, I've still got, after this layer is done, I think I have about 2 more layers after that, and then I have to put glass to cover his head. Again, because I like being able to see up and see the sky. And I think it's probably going to end up lining up here. The tower's still going to be just a little bit taller. But you probably won't be able to see the tower because the head is so huge that when you're on the ground, the angle is such that you won't be able to see the tower, theoretically. I'm not sure about that. And there's the base for the pyramid, and that'll be the next project. Thankfully, the pyramid will be much easier because it's nothing but cobblestone. And since it's a pyramid, as you build more, each layer gets smaller and smaller, so it's easier to build. Unlike this, where as I went up, once I got to the arms, the sort of perimeter got longer and longer and longer, so it actually took longer to build as I went up. And then, of course, the head sticks out much further than the body, so that's also bigger. Oh, that was close. All right, I guess I'll head back down so you can see how the that water pit works. And I, had to put jack-o'-lanterns here because I've got nothing else to do with them. Um, and again, I've had to put torches just kind of everywhere in here because, if I don't put a torch up, I just get insane numbers of monsters. It's not just like one or two zombies, but it'll be like a whole flock of spiders or, this huge group of skeleton archers. Um, well, here, I'll see if I can show you. Sometimes this cart will, I designed it so that it would get stuck at the top. I figured that would work best, but sometimes it just falls back naturally. If it doesn't, I have a button up there to force it back down. So we'll see that in a second. Alright, so I made this top piece an angle so the cart comes up and it naturally wants to fall down. If it doesn't, it's a powered rail, so I can turn it on and it gets pushed down. And I think we can beat it down. Should be here in a second or two. Up at that stop on the arm that's pointing out. Oh, there it is. I have the powered rail section that's powered by the button so that it stops, you push the button, and you go on towards the head. On the other side of it is a detector, so when the cart comes back down, it hits the detector, and that same powered rail lights up, and it continues going. So anyway, that's Galdo. Those are the last Obsidian, and hopefully within a day or two I should be able to finish the head completely, and I'll have a ridiculous statue of Galdo for some reason. So I should have that soon.